What up? So welcome to my channel. It's your girl, Amy here. I'm back with another reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to leave a comment below explaining how this video or message has resonated for you. Whenever you tune into this message is when you are due to receive it. So it is timeless here, okay? This is for Pluto transiting Aquarius for the 4th house, which can be a Scorpio rising. But this message is for anywhere you have Scorpio in your chart, especially if Pluto in Aquarius is transiting through your 4th house for the next couple decades, okay? All right, so let's get into it. I'm going to be using the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot along with the Thoth deck. All right. So Pluto in Aquarius is about profound knowledge, which can lead to both excitement as well as upheavals. Okay. So with it being in the 4th house, this is definitely like an unexpected awakening or shakeup in your family. And I have here new home and family dynamics, creating your own family from love and not obligations. So this is an opportunity for you and all of us to start over, all over again, and do the thing that you always knew was the right thing for you to do. But the previous energy had you in a chokehold because it restricted you from having the type of family dynamic you've always wanted and that you always knew was possible. Okay, so let's get into it. You're gonna have to definitely use your intuition a little bit more moving forward. Okay, I also see this as like someone in your family is starting to exhibit intuitive gifts at a very, very young age that may scare you or make you feel intimidated. Okay, so we have Mambo Pietro. Okay, that's the Queen of Wands. Okay, and this is someone kind of like struggling, or not struggling all the time, but they're wrestling with their divine power, trying to figure out how to allow it to empower versus to engulf them. Okay, especially when dealing with other people, because they may, you or people, this person in your family may exude so much knowledge that is profound, especially for their young age, that it can lead to expecting them to be more of an adult or more mature than they actually are, just because they have this profound knowledge and ability to be completely just claircognizant and clairvoyant and completely in tune with what the universe has to say. It doesn't mean that they're still not exhibiting the human behavior and the brain development of a young child, teenager. Okay, so learning how to balance both is going to be very keen in the overall growth of this individual. So we have the Sun again. All right, the Sun is coming out a lot. And then we have Carnival, okay, which is the World card in this deck. At the bottom, we have the Empress. Okay, so this could be a young girl. Okay, this could be a mother figure. But this could definitely be like you trying to nurture those psychic abilities, and that may be very challenging for you because now you're forced to awaken to a greater world view than you've ever had before, because now karmically you're responsible for yourself and the others around you moving forward. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify these. Yeah, the Sun here in the middle is like healing. I feel like your heart chakra needs to heal in order, and that's going to be the part that really gets to the nitty-gritty of whatever blockages or interferences you may have with your Christ-like or Christ consciousness or awakening, Kundalini experience, whatever you want to call it, because I feel like that's what's going to take place, is that you're going to be a whole new person, a whole new type of nurturer, a whole new sensitive person, a whole new empath, a whole new whatever it is, because you go through another awakening process that forces you to deeply and strongly heal. This could be a passing or death of a mother figure, which forces you to open up your heart more to what life has to offer. And knowing that time, although is existing in a reality, it is also an illusion at the same time. So Mambo, Queen of Fire, we got its opposing energy, the Star. Okay, so this is air and fire coming together. Okay, opposites attracting. Let's look at the Sun card. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is signs, synchronicities, illusions, messages coming through to us over time that now we're starting to connect the dots. With this higher knowledge, it's like you kind of want to separate it, like it's not me or it's not real, but your healing starts to happen on a spiritual level when you see the synchronicities that, you know, has been playing over and over in your life, and you start to own them instead of trying to make it about it not being you or it's not being real, or, you know, the knowledge that we're being upgraded to receive all this time. It's like it's going to come together and make sense, but you're fighting that. It's a challenge for you because your foundation was built on something that was completely different. Okay, and that's those restrictions and limitations that we created. Saturn is here. We created a restriction on how abundant we are able to be, or how abundant we're able to love ourselves and other people. And we may have to experience a deep loss or a deep grieving process of, or we have to experience a deep grieving process, which ultimately is just accepting the truth for what it is and not trying to make it into something that it's not. Because here's the betrayal right here, is the self-betrayal that you thought you were fully aware of what all these signs meant, or whatever this person who had all this knowledge was trying to tell you. You're going to find out this person is right, okay, or this progeny is on point, and it can't be denied anymore. Can't be denied anymore. You're going to see like everything is starting to add up from the beginning to the end. Everything that they've said has come true. So with the Carnival, this is about the celebration of the flesh. Okay, this is like Mardi Gras Carnival that happens during Pisces season, right? And we got the Six of Pentacles here, the Six of Discs. This is the Moon in Taurus card. So we're going from being super strict about how much we can love or show love to the world around us so we can raise the vibration and heal ourselves and others, to starting a whole new cycle in our life where we get rid of the old personality and own the trueness of our soul, which is to nurture and love and be at peace with ourselves and nature. And everything that isn't under the umbrella of nature is very vast when you include the metaphysical that happens to create the physical. And with the Empress at the bottom, this may have to do with a specific mother, her transformation into someone who was struggling with her Kundalini or struggling with her higher self to becoming the star of her own show. And you being able to see that whole entire process over time, how it played out. You may be actually happy for this person, but at the same time, there was a lesson in there for you as well. to not limit yourself to what type of love is available for you. Don't limit to yourself what type of money or asset or resources is available to you. Don't restrict yourself. And maybe you grew up with a very restrictive parent. Could have been a Capricorn parent, where their affection for you wasn't very nurturing as far as like the water element is concerned, but it was very restrictive. It was very practical, and it left you feeling like you were lacking nurturing. It made you feel like you were lacking nurturing, because although you had the physical parts of yourself, that was always apparent with the sun and the seventh disc. That was always apparent, but with this being at the bottom, failure, it didn't really, the physical material part of the mother-parent relationship, or the nurturing and nurtured person relationship, you still didn't feel that. Just because they could physically take care of you, or just because you could physically take care of somebody, doesn't mean that you feel loved. Doesn't mean you feel heard. Doesn't mean you feel seen. In the new cycle that is starting here, is that you get kind of like a new chance or a new level of higher knowledge of understanding what was actually taking place, and the purpose that was for you to forgive your family, so that you don't make the same choices moving forward with your own family. Okay? You're going to allow the materials to help you recreate your life in a way where you're not stressed out about all the things that you were groomed to be stressed out about. You're going to take a completely different approach to what your life is supposed to be and how it's going to be, because you may have children or people who you nurture or depend on you, and the way that you were raised, your roots, your heritage as a youth coming into a full adult is not going to work for someone who's already fully aware and gifted in their abilities in a way that you never were until you hit your Saturn return. And that's going to force you to awaken to your higher self, because you have to be able to guide and, direct this younger generation. Okay? So that's the message I have for you. I hope this message finds you very well. If you're looking for a personal reading on how this Pluto Aquarius transit is going to affect you for the next couple of decades, you can definitely check out the link in the description box below to book a personal reading. And with that being said, until I see you again.